We about to go into E3 right now. Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer, the one and only. Listen, when I tell you guys NBA Live is back, I'm going to give you an example. Like, what you see here, all the dribble motions, everything that you saw, this is not a game. This shit is real. It's coming back, and it touched me emotionally. The two gentlemen behind me is going to tell you something that you want to hear, and you're going to see it very, very soon. Now, before we start, I'm going to say one thing to let you know how serious it is. When you saw Kyrie doing his moves and went from game to real life, could tell the difference. That's when you know the progression is here. When you saw NBA 2K14 and you saw LeBron James, it looked real too. Even though the mouth was kind of like, you know, looked kind of crazy, it looked real too. But if you look at both of them, NBA Live actually looks better. So if the graphics look better, now gameplay is next. Now y'all can take it away. Gameplay, we need to talk. What are you guys doing? What's going to change you in terms of your approach to this industry with such a legendary franchise?
Well, I'm sure you heard about Bounce Tech.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we are releasing the ball to physics for the first time in a basketball game, something we're very excited about. It's going to revolutionize the way guys are playing the game in a very authentic way.
Listen, before I go to my next question, the way he spoke to me just now and like the seriousness in his eyes, it's game time. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely game time right now. Now, my question for you, you know, seeing this franchise come back and we really, like, it's serious now. You know, you guys are really working hard and we see the fruits of the labor so far. Now, in basketball, in terms of the law of physics, how are you guys going to attack the way physics work in a sports game with NBA Live?
Well, the first thing you think about it with physics, it's got to be authentic, right? Authentic to the sport. You think about basketball, it's about creating space for your shot. As a defender, taking that space away starts with the dribble, which is why we start with bounce tech.
Yes.
So releasing that to physics, when that ball releases and it comes back to your hand return, you're in complete control at all times. So if you want to change direction, you want to take a shot, it's no longer about memorizing an animation. It's about reacting to what's happening in the game. You get to create. It's what we call purposeful creativity meets authentic responsiveness. It is literally the game of basketball in the palm of your hands. If you can picture it, you can do it.
That's the slogan. Hold on. You don't know what you just did. Wait. That's the slogan. NBA Live 14. If you can picture it, then you can do it. That's it. That's the selling point right there. You put that on your commercials. Like right there. Like, that's crazy. So now here's the next thing I want to talk about. And this is going to be a tough question because I got to deliver the zingers as well. Like, you know, people right now in the community is already doubting you. Like, they already saying you ain't shit, you ain't gonna make it, you ain't gonna do it. Like, I know that must be hard. My man Coach, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? But they saying that right now. And NBA 2K, you know, they've been running for a while. What did you guys do in this particular game in terms of your mindsets, like your mindsets going into NBA Live 14 with the next generation power, and this game is made only for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. It's not coming to 360 and stuff like that. So with that power, what's the biggest feedback you got from fans that you going to deliver to them to win them over?
Authenticity. Authenticity. We believe that with our new dribble move system, like everything is back on the right stick again, so we kind of went back to the roots as well. Each guy has 6 inputs, and then onto that with a modifier and flicking in 1 to 6 directions, we all got signature moves for over 40 NBA players. So, you know, it's not just Steve Blake and Kyrie Irving don't have the same hesitation. We got them across the board. Steve Nash has his pocket hesitation. It's slower. It works differently against the defense. The defensive reaction system that we have that we're very excited about that we'll announce later on. So you'll finally get to feel what it's like to play with these particular players. And so we're elated. We're ready to go.
Now, there's a lot of talk about bounce tech, which is great. But we want to know about the AI and how during 5-on-5, how you plan to make everyone react certain ways to the feel of what basketball is. Because you guys said authenticity. So what's your plans and how you guys going to attack that in terms of how people react to everything that's going on the floor. How people move without the ball, like all of that. How you guys plan to attack that? What's some of the things that you're doing behind the scenes to get that right?
Well, we got a lot of stuff that we'll be talking about as we go through the summer, but certainly you start with Ignite, you start with the next generation systems. So with the power of Ignite and this engine that we pulled together, we talk about true player motion for the authenticity of control, but it's also the human intelligence factor. We can process a hell of a lot more computations per second just to make that AI more responsive, more authentic, and more reactionary to what's happening on the court. Players aren't going to be standing around. They're not going to be doing things that don't make sense in the game of basketball. Everything they do should make sense.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, with NBA Live World, you guys seem very extremely confident about that. So I just want to say this. I want to make sure I'm correct with it. But the game changes every hour, from real life to the game. Like, how does the data work? Because I know before it was the DNA thing you guys talk about, but now we got the NBA Live World. So how does the world ever change in the game of basketball?
Well, I'll take that one.
Wait, before you answer that, though, you got to hold the belt, because that's a very important question, baby. Yeah! That's what we're talking about. Let's go, baby.
But it comes down to, you think about the game of basketball, that authenticity, that relevancy. We want to live that every day. Sean O'Brien, our executive producer, talks about it. We need to be relevant. And that's not only the data that comes in, so that we remove kind of the arbitrary thought about how this player plays, how fast they are, how good they are. They're doing it on the court. And what they do on the court comes into our games. That's one piece of it. It's coming in after an hour after the game finishes. The other piece of it, though, is you look at it as what's happening in the game of basketball. What's relevant? What did LeBron just do last night? What did Kobe just do? How does that create a new challenge for something you want to try and beat, and you want to try and go up against your friends and try and match them? It becomes a little bit of bragging rights in a highlight-driven sport like basketball. It's a highlight-driven experience in NBA Live. You get to have highlights every day.
And to that note, the one-on-one battle that we're doing with Synergy constantly being updated. As I mentioned before with our defensive reaction system, we're constantly pumping in data back there. So when Kyrie Irving comes off a pick and roll and he gets Pau Gasol, Gasol may play him differently than his brother plays him, depending on many things. Yeah. So it's something that's going to be real unique, real organic each time. Like I go back to Steve Blake, Steve Nash, they will play you differently, and for many reasons.
I got something for you guys that's never been done in any game, to my knowledge. But with the power of these next generation systems and cloud power and stuff like that, I'm giving this question to you. So I'm going to give him the belt.
I'm just getting comfortable.
Oh, no. Yo, I'm loving it. So I'm going to give you this question, because this isn't necessarily a tough question, but it's a question that could give you more guarantee of success when you guys come out opposed to the competition. Now listen, gamers love how games evolve within the same game. In sports, it happens the same way. Every night, during the summer break, whatever, LeBron is working on new moves. Kobe working on new moves, doing things and stuff like that. They change their games every day. I think it'd be amazing if, like, how you got the modifier and stuff like that, I think it'd be amazing if, let's say LeBron adds a new move to his game that's not in NBA Live, but he adds a new move to his game, though. It'd be amazing if there was a way to add those new moves into the game. So once LeBron does a new move that you never seen him do, you could add it into the game from, like, you could develop it and just patch it into the game or something. And now, when you turn the game on, LeBron's new move, this is how you do it. That right there has never been done. And if you guys could pull something like that off with the next generation technology, it will put you in a whole new level and make you guys trendsetters for basketball games. What do you think?
That's a great point. And that will be announced later if we can get to that stuff.
Oh.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. But what I will say.
I'm so hyped right now. This is crazy, man.
What I will say is, going back to Synergy again, like you saw the crossover on Brandon Knight. Yeah. We charted that in his 300 isolations moves or around there, that he had done that move over 25 times. So we personally go in and into all the inputs and make sure we're as authentic as possible.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's amazing.
I'll tell you this, we can't give you all our secrets. We got more to show, but we want an authentic, we want it to be aware, and we want it to be alive. It's in our namesake, NBA Live. So keep that in the back of your mind. If it can happen in the game, it can happen in NBA Live at any time.
Yo, one love and God bless. there's so much more to come. They holding back secrets, and I'm excited too. I'm giddy. But from what I've seen so far, what I experienced, right now, you looking at me. But behind my boy Critical Eye, there's something that if you were seeing right now, what I'm looking at, I can look right there. And what I'm seeing right now, if you could see it, OperationSports.com, everybody and their mama right now will be going crazy. So you know what? Get hype. EA Sports. It's what?
It's in the game.
It's what?
It's in the game. Winners win, baby. Find me all day. You know
all day. It's what? It's in the game, baby. Let's go. We out. Peace.